They're very different. It's a very different medium. Television is pretty much already set up for you. I was lucky on Supernatural to be able to, that they gave me the opportunity to be able to kind of create Meg on my own. That was actually a gift because you don't really get that much on television. It's already written, the writers are staffed and stable, and you go on a show and they know that their formula is the same every week, and so you kind of just have to follow that. A movie is a little bit different, you know, you have more of a creative process in what you actually put into the film. So I enjoy that much more of it. But with that said, there's a lot to love about television too, because, you know, it is already set up for you. There's not as much pressure and stress, and you can kind of just relax a little bit more and just go, like I said, like now for me to go in and do Meg, I just walk in and do it. And it's a lot of fun because I'm not stressed and I'm not pressured, and I just know, oh, I'll just go have fun with it, you know. So I think it's actually, with any job, it's healthy to bounce back and forth between working really hard and being able to work and relax at the same time. That way you have a healthy balance. I don't like it at all. I force myself sometimes. I do have to force myself because you have to, I guess, you know, you have to look at your work to be able to grow and to continue to grow, you know. But it's very hard for me because I pick myself apart really badly. Oh, I don't like that, or oh, you know, what happened when you were so great in your 20s? Where did you go wrong, you know? And so just like anybody, any woman, I have insecurities, and I see things about myself that I don't necessarily think are right. But I face them, and I remind myself that, you know, you're always your own worst critic, and try to get better about that. So, yeah. No, I haven't. I didn't get in until later last night, so I didn't get a chance to see the screening of it. I hear it's good though. Did you guys see it? Yeah. And what did you think? Yay! Oh, good for him. That's so wonderful. Huh? Oh, heartbreaking. One of those crying movies. Really? Oh, that's good though. I like that. I should congratulate him. I heard last time that it was on, but I didn't get to see it. That's so great whenever you see an actor that you like, and then you know you're a fan of theirs, and they're doing some good project or movie. It's always a good feeling. Yeah.
Do you have any interest in doing live theater? And if so, what?
I do live theater, actually. I work with a company in New York called the Flying Machine. Actually a friend of mine that I graduated high school with, that was my acting partner, and also my acting partner in college, is with the company, and you know, they write shows and cabarets and plays, and I will go up, sometimes they'll call me and say, come up and rehearse for a couple weeks and go on stage with me, and I will. And right now we are, he's actually going to be coming to LA, and we're going to put up a show that we wrote together, which I don't know if any of you are fans of this or if you know what it is, but it's called The Thin Man. Yeah, with Nick and Nora. And we have changed it to Mike and Myrna, and it's basically the same as Nick and Nora and The Thin Man, except it's modernized, and it's two people set in New York City and fighting crime, and but yet they're, you know, but they just kind of like always find themselves in these situations. And so, and we get to drink gin all the way through it. It's the whole point. I just love The Thin Man too, because I love it when they would like wake up and, you know, and like, wouldn't it just like, sometimes they would like miss an entire day or something. It was just crazy. They were always drinking. He would get up, and there was one scene where they were sitting at a table, and he had all these shots lined up that he had been drinking, and she came in and sat down next to him, and the waiter said, what shall I bring you? She goes, match me up to him. It was just so crazy. They were really great together, weren't they? They were beautiful.
And that's in theater? Or it's going to be on film?
We're going to put it up right now, or when I get back to LA, we're going to start rehearsals on it. We're going to put it up as a play in LA, and then, you know, if it does well, if we feel like it's good enough to go, then we'll probably take it to New York, and then I think our ultimate goal is to try to create a show out of it. But you know, it takes work to see if people can respond to it. I don't really know how much of the world remembers The Thin Man, but I just said it, and a lot of you did, so maybe it is good. Yeah.
As an actress, knowing a lot of actors and stuff, when you go see a movie, does it take you out of it when you know the person playing that part?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. But I have seen some actors that in movies that I knew that were able to make me forget that I knew them. But sometimes it's really hard to realize that it's somebody else because you know them so well, you know. So it definitely plays a part sometimes. It's hard for me to watch television too because, you know, I've been doing it for many, many years now, and you know, sometimes when I see a TV show, I see a set. I know exactly what the set looks like, or the stage looks like, you know, and so it's kind of, that takes me out of it too. So it kind of, you know, being on the other side of the camera kind of hinders your ability to enjoy that medium as much as what you guys would, you know. But, I mean, you know, so, I don't know. I try to forget sometimes, but it's hard. Anyone else? Did I scare you guys?
Yes.
Did I say something wrong?
Have you ever done improv? And I guess my question, that's the beginning one, but a really good question would be, as far as acting goes, I consider it really hard to try to do a role where your face is completely covered, a mask of any sort. Would you ever consider doing something like that?
Like wearing a mask?
Wearing a mask. And have you ever done improv?
And like act through a mask?
Yeah.
That would be hard. I never thought about that. Like maybe a mime or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't show emotion in your face. What would you do? Yeah.
I don't know because that's what I use. That's how I manipulate you guys. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I was gonna say that's really crazy because the thing about being a mime is I was in Santa Monica a couple weeks ago, and I was walking down the pier, and there was a mime, and he was fantastic. And I just sat and watched him for a while because I hadn't seen him perform in a long time. And what a very strange, I think, difficult task to accomplish. You know, no emotion, no nothing, the painted face, and it's just like that takes. It seems like it's just something so small, minuscule, but it's got to take a lot of work. I think I'd be scared to death to even attempt it. I don't know that. And what was your first question? I forgot.
Have you ever done improv? You said you like comedy.
Oh yeah. That's some of the cabarets that my friend and I did as well. We did a sort of rendition of Mike Nichols and Lane May from the '60s, where we just set up on a stage and kind of bounce back and forth off each other and make everyone laugh. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Is there any actor or actress that you're dying to work with right now?
A lot of them that I absolutely adore. I like Helena Bonham Carter really well. I love to work with her. I always like Nicole Kidman. I know some people don't. I don't know. For me, it's interesting because I've seen just so many actors and worked with so many actors that I've learned that some of the ones that I always had this desire to work with ended up not being the most pleasant or the most fun. And then other ones that I didn't really think about much or, you know, ended up being just the most fantastic people. And so at some point in my career, I think I stopped thinking about who do I want to work with so that I wouldn't have any expectations, and then I could, you know, take every actor that I work with for what it is at that moment, and not have high expectations for something more, you know, because then you miss all the little things on that's important to give everybody a chance as well, you know? Yeah.
What would your ideal role be?
Well, that changes.